All right, so here's a quick lesson. I would say this falls under philosophy at this point. So, um, here, I mean, I've probably referenced this idea before, the notion of things like justice, valuables, economics, crime, war, and politics. All these tend to create each other, um, with the common denominator being human nature and stuff. Science and history has proven it over and over that humans are among some of the most aggressive and violating uh, cre- violatory creatures on this planet to have ever been and stuff. You know, are are there less intelligent life forms that are potentially more destructive, meaner, and harmful? Sure and stuff, but for the most part, human beings are very um, thieving, murderous, exploitive beings. Most of the technologies we've created are actually life fall under the life hating category rather than the life loving category, and that hideous imbalance is why we have so many issues. Um, but yeah, so each of these that I'm clicking on right here, they create each other. They lead to each other, and that's shown in pretty much any historical time frame that a person could come up with and stuff. And to assume otherwise is to use motivated reasoning. So I would really um, take caution before wasting one's time and energy trying to um, prove me prove me to be lying here, because I'm really not lying, and I don't lie. So um, yeah, so from the most recent Big Bang and stuff, with some passages of time here, all these arrows are are pretty much fall in line with passages of time. They are not encapsulatorily identified as time and stuff, but they're analytic to the concept. So, and what you have to know, another thing you have to know is here to cap this off, because I really need to keep this short. The key universal fact is that war, justice, economics, crime, politics, and valuables all create each other, and it all starts with human nature, which was a result of billions of years worth of massive energy activity from the Big Bang. Each arrow is a passage of time. My view here is not being imposed on you. I merely report a small fraction of the total sum or cross product of truth that had not yet fallen into conversation. If humanity does not admit to its circumstance, it will continue to grab at air until our home crumbles to nothing. And then we become as nothing, unable to serve the purposes we all arrived in the present for, and then at any cost comes for breaking even at best. In pursuit of this, so yeah, um, but that caps off this lesson and stuff. This is certainly an unavoidable fact of philosophy. You just of any possible philosophy, any ontology, how it's just true. It's just true. Um, no less and no more true. It is not it is does not complete any picture and stuff, but these details are all ontological and onto and stuff. And this process is inevitable. Like, this is literally the record. This is from the record of the past up until the present. So you just um, at best, I mean, at worst, you're probably just going to see it being true in most historical time frames. Not just referencing official history itself, but just the record of the past up until the present and stuff. Going outside of politics and memory and stuff like that. Um, and but I would say out of you know yeah um, yeah I there's not much more to say. I can end it here.